Alright, hey everybody, it's Bagel here, and today I'm going to be recapping our Week 3 CWL Rising war versus Onehive Invicta. So the war started out very differently. We really struggled on our Town Hall 9s this war, and as you can see, the score completely does not reflect that at all. We managed to win by a good amount here, because in the middle of the war, after our 9s were mostly done, we really came together. We decided, this is what we have to do. Let's put the pressure back on Onehive Invicta. And then we were really able to kind of come together as a team, and you can see we won by a good amount. So I'm going to show you a couple of the attacks that kind of pushed us over the top and helped us to secure this win. So the first one here is by Stradivarius. It is a 10v10. Using a kind of go long loon, and it's very interesting what he does with this opener. It's a really nice, really clean opener. So he's going to drop a minion down here on this gold collector to kind of clear out some buildings, as well as a couple bowlers to do some double bouncing, get some of these buildings down, because he wants to send his heroes in for these 2 air defense. Okay, so we'll see. It's a really, really nice funnel up here. So he's setting his queen all the way up there with right behind a golem so that she can move down this side of the base over to these air defense. Okay, so we're going to see that develop a little bit here. The bowlers are doing work down there. All those buildings are kind of secured, and he put the bowler so that it would take out the town hall, so just in case it didn't work out, he would still secure the 2-star. But as you can see already, it did work out. We did get the 3. So Queen's going to move down here behind these other golems. He's sending wall breakers in, was good with that test wall breaker first, and also sending the king and clan castle bowlers. Wants to get a jump spell down there too, just so he can push in further to the defending queen, so that the balloons and the hounds don't have to worry about her later. So, taking care of the clan castle. The clan castle wouldn't really have affected a La Lune, but because they were going in for the queen, they kind of do have to deal with it before they can push any further. So, did get a good chunk of the base, then sent the hounds in from this bottom corner, and they're kind of going to rotate clockwise around the base, because that is where that existing sweeper is. And Queen actually managed to clutch that back end Inferno Tower up top, which really helped to secure this 3-star. So he was able to drop his heal spell and heal up all of his balloons. They're all grouped up, but got a really nice split right there, taking out that last air defense and then hasting into these last 2 wizard towers. Just a really nice attack, and it wasn't that much cleanup left, but because he went so well through the base, he had so much time left. The pathing was really good. He took out a lot of the base at the beginning, so it kind of started his cleanup before the cleanup really started. So I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this cleanup, just because we do have quite a few attacks to show you, and I don't want the video to go on forever. So that was the first one. The next one here, which is actually the first of 2 10v10 3-stars from BJM Ally, or if you have seen my channel before, Faux Filet. This is his other account that he runs. And we know Faux likes his dragons. So let's see what he does here. Exploiting this base perfectly. So as you can see, the Dark Elixir collectors actually have higher health than the other resource collectors. So when you do put them in front of an air defense, bowlers can take those out by themselves. So you don't need the earthquake that you would normally need, or you don't need the second bowler on another building that you would normally need if it were like a elixir collector or a gold mine. So, managed to take out 1 air defense up there, using the queen to take out this other air defense on the 9 o'clock corner, and then that leaves him with 2 clumped up air defense that he can kind of focus down when he gets to that point in the base. So as you can see here, there is a golem and a loon in the clan castle. Again, doesn't really affect air troops, but they are going to get pulled out of the base over here. So up to the bowler first, and then over to this archer on the 3 o'clock. He's starting his dragons on the opposite side of the base to the air defense. So let's see how this works out for him. And he created, actually, when he was taking out those other air defense, he created a really nice funnel so that his drags can go straight into the middle. And there's not much that they can stray to on the outside. So he keeps them all powered up together in there. Okay, so dropping 2 rages right in the middle, which covers almost all of his dragons. The defending queen went down, and then he's loloing the back portion here. And he really likes this little trick where he has a hound loon in the clan castle. So he lets the hound go out a little bit further in front of the loons, and then he'll clone the max loon in the clan castle. So these max loons are just ripping through this backside of the base. It's a really neat thing to do, and actually, I think it's pretty difficult, honestly, to hit clone spells. A foe is just a master. A really good attack right here. Are they actually going to get into that Inferno Tower? They don't actually get into the Inferno Tower, but I think these loons were enough to clutch that. Okay, and one more balloon in there. The rest of this, again, is cleanup, so I will fast forward through this cleanup so that we can get through this attack, and it won't, or this video, and it won't be up to like 30 minutes long. Alright, so first attack from BJM Ally. The next one is this one right here, and of course, it's dragons again. Foe is basically our Khaleesi. Alright, so again, he really likes to get some bowler bounces onto those air defense in the corners. I think he sees these bases with the air defense in the corners, he's just like, I'm going to dragon it. I'm going to dragon it 100%. And on this one, I believe he's actually able to get up there into the Inferno Tower, which will really help. So they don't do too much damage at once, but if the dragons are kind of circling it, the damage will build up and wear on them eventually. So managing to take out one Inferno Tower is very nice. The king over here manages to push all the way to the other side of this kind of length of the base, and he has a couple wizards that take out the other air defense. This one is a Hound Loon clan castle. Again, not too, doesn't really get in the way of air attacks. So what he's going to do is he's going to drag this to the other side of the base. Once all of these kind of ground troops go down, he'll drag it to the top up there. And then we'll see where he starts his dragons. Okay, starting with a baby dragon on near the 9 o'clock, kind of the 10 o'clock area. He has an archer up at the 12 o'clock to pull the Hound Loon up. And then the dragons are going to come in from the 9 o'clock angle. So again, all together, just because I think he likes to keep the power all together so he can push through these important parts of the base. And especially because his rage spells, they get a lot of benefit because all the dragons are right there. Really works with a good funnel setup. So they took down the defending queen. He did the La Loon trick where he had a hound and a max loon in the clan castle, and then he cloned the max loons on the backside. Sent in a couple more loons for that air defense at the 12 o'clock. And basically the base is like, there's not that much left. 1 point defense left and a lot of loons collapsing on it, or converging on it. So most of this is just cleanup. Actually, I'm going to speed this up, and then I'm going to slow it down again a little bit, because this is really important. Okay, we were getting to this point, and we were like, oh my gosh, he's running out of time. That hound is going to distract the dragons. Very, very important step coming right here. You guys see this archer in his troop line that he has not placed yet? I think this really saved the raid. Just dragging that hound the littlest bit away from his troops made it so that most of these pups and the dragons came back down here, because he had maybe 2 seconds left on this raid before he ran out of time. Alright, so very, very good raid. Again, right there, BJM Ally, faux filet with the 10v10 6-pack. Insane. You may think that's enough, but we actually do have one more attack to show you. It is mine. I did this live on stream, so there is another video on my channel of me actually doing the attack live on stream. But I managed to get the 11v11 3-star in the last like 5 minutes of the war, so let's check this one out as well. So as you can see, the biggest flaw in this base is that all 4 expos are pointed on the ground. I saw that and I was just like, we're gonna mass law loon it. Alright, so first of all, I did have to pull the clan castle. It was hit before, so I did know that it was going to be a kind of funky clan castle. Usually with these like very heavy La Loon, like loon armies, I like to just spam it. Now, if it's a Hound Loon, Golem Loon, those are it's what I would like to see. But we did have to pull this one, dealt with it with my heroes, while also getting a couple of these defenses down to kind of help funnel the loons in so that they didn't have anywhere to go on the top side. So we got an archer tower, a cannon, and a wizard tower there. And then I basically I just sent all of my loons and all of my hounds. And at this point in the raid, I actually realized I don't actually have any plan for the queen. What am I doing? Oh my god. So thinking on the fly, I hasted all my loons and my hounds and my warden. I hasted them all up there, and I was like, alright, drop that rage. We're going to pop the warden ability when all these pups are out, and hopefully they deal with it. And it did work out. I kind of misplaced my clone up there, and I managed to clone a hound, but it actually worked out. Because as you can see up here, that hound started tanking everything. 2 wizard towers, an air defense, and an archer tower. So it was moving around. It actually did pop up here. So that means that hound took a lot of damage that was intended for those loons. Again, having this expo on ground, if even just this expo were on air, this probably would not have been a 3-star because I was running very low on loons up here. So the rest of this, I did get a lucky split over here. A couple loons lagged behind, so they weren't getting hit by this wizard tower. I was like, at this point in the raid, I was like, oh my god, they're going to pick off my last couple loons. There's going to be like 1 Tesla standing up. But we did manage it because this warden tanked a couple shot for these loons coming in to reinforce. And that was it. So again, fast forwarding this cleanup, but that is going to be the last attack that I'm showing you guys for this recap. Thank you so much for watching it. Just an amazing war. We really needed this one because we didn't start the season off so great, but I'm really looking forward to what we have for the next coming weeks, because we've really been pulling it together as a clan. So really excited about that. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed already to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch, because I do stream almost every day, and also on Twitter, because you will see anytime I post a video and anytime I go live on Twitch. So thank you guys very much for watching. See you next time. Bye. Oh, wait. Okay, now bye.